Right, good morning, degenerates. It's your favorite African warlord here, Rose, uh, with a little bit of a review of the New World and what I've got so far. So currently I've played probably over 35 hours of this game, something closer to 40, and you'll notice I'm still fairly low level. That's because I've been dicking about, I've been doing a lot of PvP, I've been doing a lot of things that don't get you experience. But I figured I'd give my opinion on the game at this point. Just give people an idea of what to expect and what the previews told me about this game. And I think the first thing I have to say is that this game is definitely a diamond in the rough, right? All the potential in this game, all the fundamentals are here for an amazing game, for something truly incredible. But there needs to be more. There needs to be more variety into this game. There needs to be more that they add into this game. So, for example, one system that can be polished down is look how gorgeous this world is. Just look how incredible everything looks. But the problem with that is, it's not very well optimized. They need to polish down on optimizing this game as much as possible. Some people are just battling entirely to get into this thing. Some people are having the time of their lives trying to get in here. I'd say the next thing is that the combat system. Now, the combat system is a mild molasses kind of system where it's not so much that you get stuck fighting things and can't do anything about it, or that you have problems killing stuff, but there's no such thing as one-shotting. There's no general urgency behind what you're doing in combat. It's a slow grind down to kill something. I mean, I'm level 26 for fuck's sakes, and I can't one-shot a level 6. So, there's no pushing stuff like that. But, on the other side of it, the combat is very strategic. You have to think about what you're doing. You have to actually plan ahead. You have to come up with a strategy to counter certain things that happen. Now, when that's left in mind, if you think about it from a PvP perspective, there's one large problem that you get into when there's PvP, and that's stagger locking. And I think that comes down to both the optimization of the game and the way that they've decided to handle latency. So if someone's wielding a hatchet against you, you can spam the spacebar button to try and dodge out the way, but there's no such thing as iframes in this game, and every hit that you take, at least in PvP, staggers you somewhat. And the hatchet is so fast that you end up being stagger locked, and even spamming the dodge button here, all you end up with is a rubber band effect where you keep on getting bounced back into the guy's hatchet while he butchers you in place. With that being said though, I think that's the largest problem in PvP combat, because everything else in this game feels really good. The fighting feels really good, it's strategic, you have to think about what you're doing. You can't just randomly go in and spam M1 unless you are using the hatchet. Personally, my favorite builds have been going for mage stuff. I've been whipping out my staff and smacking people over the head with some real big dick magic skills. And the magic itself needs a little bit of a buff because it's a lot harder to use than other stuff. However, there are ways around that, and I've kind of specced into that here. So, what would I say overall for this game? I'd say that this game has all the fundamentals to not just be a good game, but to be a fucking incredible game. This game has everything you would require to be something that people could play for a very, very long time. But this is all held back by the fact that there's not enough variety in the game. There's not enough to do in the world. When you're questing out in the world, there's only really 3 types of quests to do. You've got delivery, you've got go fight something, and you've got go pick something up. They need to lean very heavily into fixing the quest system in this game because there's not that much to do. The other side of that though is if you look at the crafting, the gathering, there is a ton, there is a metric fuck ton of stuff to do, and it's good, it's fun, it's enjoyable. The whole system behind this is it's incredible. And if they can do the same thing with the quest system in this game as they've done with the gathering, this game is going to be a masterpiece. Right, so the next part of it is the game itself. So when you're moving through New World, what you'll notice is that you tend to run to one place and run back and have to do certain things. So here's one of the issues in the game. There's an infested grove right here. It's likely that by the time I reach this, that's going to be gone. Players are going to have killed everything there. So the rifts are a little bit too easy. But the problem as well is while I'm running there, or running between settlements for that matter, there's nothing really that much to do. You can't stop to gather and craft because then you fill up your bag, you stumble around, you're over encumbered, but there's no real element of danger. Most of the time you're running. You're seeing a beautiful scenic view, which is incredible, but you need more than that. You need interactive stuff that's going to happen. You need a danger element with this. And with that being said, I genuinely think that they should put mounts in this game. Maybe not for lower level characters, but especially for higher level characters who've already seen the entire map, who've already seen everything. Even if it was just 1.5 times the speed or 2 times the speed of sprinting, mounts would probably be an incredible addition to this game. So the next part of this is sieges and wars. Now, I haven't participated in a siege just yet, but I have participated in war, and it was super fun. All the footage I've seen of people in wars doesn't quite do being in a war justice. Being in a war is a lot more fun than watching a war. For some reason, it's just far more enjoyable to play the game than it is to watch the game. And I'm perfectly fine with that. It's a good and incredible game to play, but just add more into it. There needs to be more. There needs to be more systems. Hell, maybe even more instances. Or linking those instances to the wide open world of things. And with that being said, I think the only thing I can say really from here is add more. Please add more. There needs to be more variety in this game. There needs to be more stuff going on in this game. There needs to be just more adaptable things. For instance, here's one thing that they could add, right? So I'm using a fire staff and a life staff, but let's say I was using the musket here. What if they took the musket and they added in a second kind of firearm? What if they added in some kind of weapon, like, I don't know, a rifle or some variant of the musket that relied on the same skill tree but had a different effect? Maybe it fired slower, it took longer to reload, but it did far more damage. Maybe shotguns that fell under the same tree. Who knows? But there's a lot of space to grow in this game. There's a lot of places in this game to make something very, very beautiful. And my overall verdict for now, if someone were to ask me, is the game fun? I would say yes. For the first 20 to 25 hours, it can be incredibly fun, especially if you enjoy the PvP elements, especially if you're okay with the grindiness of the game. But beyond that, it'll start to get very monotonous, both for people who, I don't know, they can't either focus on those few tasks, or people looking for more variety in the game. This whole idea of them delaying until spring 2021, looking at this game, that's a really good idea. I'm glad that they're doing that. And you see, look here, I've already got you, and this thing's already been deleted off the map. That's one of the problems with this. So, verdict. They need to keep going, and they can make it incredible. They need to fix a few minor things. Nothing is broken beyond the point of not being able to be repaired. Nothing in this game is just completely pointless. But if they don't polish this up, they've basically taken a diamond in the rough and just thrown it in the trash. Because in its current state, it's just, I want to say this game is good, but I'll be putting my own personal bias into that. I've been enjoying the PvP, I've been dancing around, I've been dicking about. I haven't even been just worrying fully about doing anything else but the PvP for like maybe 2 days now, hence why I haven't gotten to level 30 yet. But I would be lying to you if I told you that this game was amazing and incredible and perfect in every way. It's not. They need to put more into it, and I'm pretty sure they will. As long as the devs can figure out which direction they want to lean, and lean into it as hard as possible with this game, I believe this can be something really amazing, something beyond what we've seen so far. So, that's all I really have to say. It's been 35 hours. I'm going to keep playing this game. I'm going to play this game near non-stop until, well, until the preview's over, and I hope they actually extend the preview a little bit, because I'm enjoying the hell out of myself, especially when it comes to the PvP stuff. So, I hope you have a great day. Hope everything goes your way. It's time now for you and I to bugger off. Just for now. Bruh, you're trying so hard. Keep going, you can get me, I promise. You get me one day.
You're not even trolling him with the in-game voice chat. Oh wait, you are.
Yes, I am.
I just can't hear you.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, you nearly got me, dude.
Energy.
Dude, bro, oh, you got me.
Still and he missed.